EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Toronto Mounties taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Looking to throw. And the reception made by Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run on first down. Dorsey call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Cartwright. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. Cartwright brought in by Wheaton. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Operating from the gun. Cartwright. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 3rd down, Cartwright. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Cartwright got his tight end. That's complete. It's Young. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they come up now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Cartwright. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
On first down, Dorsey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Quickly completed to the right flat. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, Cartwright eluding the pressure right. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Okay, ready?
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Wheaton will come in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Cartwright able to find the open man. That's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Wheaton will come in motion right. Throwing on first down. Cartwright under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun. Cartwright, he finds his man, complete. That's Young. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Cartwright, he lets one go deep for Wheaton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and this one is right down Broadway.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cartwright. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll run on first down. Dorsey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw on second down. Cartwright over the middle, complete. That's Young. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gets it off to Freeman.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Cartwright in trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. And on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And now they'll shift things around.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in. Behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cartwright. Complete to Wheaton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And they're going to speed things up here.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Cartwright. He finds his man. Complete. That's Young. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Cartwright. His throw incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Cartwright. Out left here. It's complete to Wheaton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Derek. Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
First down. Dorsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Mounties add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Cartwright. And he's got Wheaton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Cartwright flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him.
Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Dorsey on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down,
Dorsey, and he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Cartwright. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Cartwright.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw on 3rd down. Cartwright.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here he's back to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw again. Wheaton's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have